Welcome to the live updates of the Day 6 of the Rio Olympics 2016. On Thursday, the Indians are participating in many events like archery, badminton, golf, boxing and hockey. Women archers Bombia Devi and Deepika Kumari will be fighting it out for a place in the quarterfinal. The Indian men's hockey team will be up against the Netherlands while the women will be facing USA. Sania Mirza and Rowan Bopanna will open their campaign in the mixed doubles. Anirban Lahiri and SSP Chawataraja will begin their campaign in golf. Live updates in ISD 1735 hours. The Taipei archer is formidable. 3-10s, a perfect score to finish. And Deepika Kumari loses the match 0-3, 27-28, 26-29, 27-30, is out of the Rio Olympics. 1733 hours, and the second one too, 26-29. 1730 hours, Deepika Kumari has lost the first set 27-28 to Dan Yeding. Next up for India's round of 16 women's archery, where Deepika Kumari locks bows with Dan Yeding, 1730 hours, and Bamla Devi Lashrim takes on Mexico's Alejandra Valencia, 1756 hours. 1712 hours, and it's an easy-peasy win for Japan, who take the match 2-0, 21-15. 2010. Gada and Papa have some preparation to do before they meet Holland tomorrow in the first of their two must-win games. 1707 hours. It is now 15-7 in favor of the Japanese. Appears that Papa is being targeted, having to frequently receive low-dipping smashes at that awkward chest height. Indians finding it tough to match the Japanese women's dynamic style of play, as they shuffle their smash angles and soft lobs. 1702 hours. After being 5-1 down at one point, the Indians have tried to claw their way back to 6-3, before the Japanese reprised some attacking smashing down the net. The Japanese are now leading the second game 10-6. 1653 hours, and the Japanese have taken the first game comfortably 21-15. 1647 hours, the Indian pair Jwala Gada, Ashwini Papa are well into the first game against the Japanese Misaki Matsutoma and Ayaka Takahashi. Gada looks in good nick, slice scooping with a backhand and smashing confidently. But the Japanese are leading the game 15-12. 1628 hours, threatened with disqualification for not wearing vests bearing their country's name. Indian boxers at the ongoing Olympics have got their kits replaced as required by the International Boxing Association, AIBA, and will now compete without any hindrance. 1605 hours. Former Olympic race walking champion Alex Schweizer is banned for 8 years after losing another doping case days before he hoped to compete in Rio de Janeiro. The Court of Arbitration for Sports said Thursday it has imposed an 8-year ban on the 31-year-old Italian in a fast-track case after an appeal hearing held Monday. Schweizer, the 2008 Olympic champion in the 50-kilometer walk, now misses a second straight Summer Games for doping. Days after Schweizer won the World Championship in Rome in May, he tested positive for a steroid in further analysis of a sample given in January. Schweizer briefly returned to competition after serving a 3-year, 9-month ban for using EPO before the 2012 Olympics. 1551 hours. Ethiopian swimmer Roble Kiros Habt has won hearts in Rio but faced a vitriolic reaction at home on Thursday due to accusations that nepotism is the only reason he is at the Olympics. The 24-year-old son of the country's swimming boss ranked 59th out of 59 competitors in the men's 100 meters freestyle heats on Tuesday, posting a time of 1:04.95, half a lap behind anyone else. 1,420 hours. A total of 21 gold medals are up for grabs in 11 sports at the Rio Olympics, with high-powered performances expected from American stars Michael Phelps and Simone Biles. Phelps, competing Thursday evening in the 200-meter individual medley, is looking for his 22nd Olympic gold medal. Gymnast Biles hopes to add an individual all-around gold to her collection of 3 World Championship titles and a Team Rio gold. In rugby sevens, Fiji goes against surprising Japan and South Africa faces Great Britain, all trying to get to the evening's gold medal match. Cycling moves indoors for the men's sprint team finals and gear junkies will love seeing the high-tech equipment that helps athletes shave seconds off the clock. Rowing, cancelled for 2 days due to high winds, will hand out 6 golds and the king of spin will be crowned in the men's table tennis singles. Medals will also be awarded in fencing, judo, archery, canoe slalom and shooting. 1,320 hours. Gold is on his mind as Michael Phelps looks for his 22nd Olympic medal of that color in the 200-meter individual medley at the Rio Olympics. Phelps, the top qualifier, will be seeking his fourth straight 200-meter Olympic title, swimming Thursday evening next to longtime rival and U.S. teammate Ryan Lochte. Before that showdown, Phelps swims in the qualifiers for the 100-meter butterfly, an event in which he holds the world record. Medals also will be awarded in the women's 200-meter breaststroke, the women's 100-meter freestyle and in the men's 200-meter backstroke. The seemingly unstoppable American Katie Ledecky is also back in the pool, this time to qualify for the 800-meter freestyle. She earned her third gold of the Rio Games on Wednesday in the 4x200-meter freestyle relay. 1,300 hours. Golf tees off for the first time at the Olympics since 1904 as the men start their first round of play at the Olympic golf course, although the top 4 players in the world won't be competing because of Zika fears. The links-style layout stretches 7,128 yards, 6,515 meters, and was built in the hopes it can both challenge some of the world's best in Rio de Janeiro and then grow the game in Brazil. The first tee shot will be struck by Brazilian Adilson de Silva, who learned to play using tree branches for clubs. The professionals competing at the Rio Olympics include Henrik Stenson of Sweden, Ricky Fowler and Bubba Watson of the United States and Martin Kamer of Germany. 1,137 hours. The Rio de Janeiro Olympics were drenched in rain and continued questions Wednesday about why the driving well and water polo pools look so much like neglected aquariums. India's schedule at Rio Olympics on day 6 of the competition schedule of August 11. All IST, golf, men's individual round 1, India's Anirban Lahiri and SSP Chawat will be in action -1,600 hours onwards. Badminton, women's doubles, Jwala Gudda and Ashwini Ponnappa vs Japan's A Takahashi and M. Matsutamo -16.30 hours. Men's doubles, B.S. Reddy and Manu Atri vs Indonesia's H.C. Syiawan and Emishan -17.30 hours. Women's singles, P.V. Sindhu vs Hungary's Laura Sirisi -18.40 hours, Sainan Will vs Brazil's Lohni Vicente -19.50 hours. Men's singles, Case Rikanth vs Mexico's Lino Munoz 05.35, 12th August. Archery, women's individual round of 16 India's Bombo Devi Lashreem vs Mexico's Alejandra Valencia -17.56 hours. Deepika Kumari Hockey, men, India vs the Netherlands -18.30 hours. Women, India vs USA, 4.00, 12th August. Boxing, men's bantam 56 kg round of 32, India's Shiva Thapa vs Cuba's R. Ramirez -20.00 hours. Tennis, mixed doubles round 1, India's Sania Mirza and Roland Bopanna vs Australia's Samantha Stosur and Jimmy Peers -12.00 hours, 12th August.